Testing, testing. Hi. Oh my God. How are you? It's nice to see you.
You too.
Oh, no worries. Welcome, 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 welcome. My name is Colette. So nice to see you all. It is a hot yoga and it's a fast flow. And so I share that with you in advance because if at any time you just want to go into child's pose, lie on your back, do whatever, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. If you don't have water, everyone has water? Water? There's water outside. So tonight we're going to start in butterfly on our backs, the soles of our feet together. One hand on heart, one hand on your abdomen. Close your eyes and start to settle into the space. Start by breathing in through your nose and filling up your lungs, your ribs, expansive, and exhaling through your mouth, bringing all of that out. Find a way of looking towards your whole body, starting from head to toe. Do a little bit of an exam where you're holding tension and start to release that and settle into the space. I'm sure many of you, like myself, are obsessive gardeners. And I love, 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 love being in the garden on weekends. And this weekend, I spent Saturday and Sunday with my hands in the dirt. I never wear gloves, weeding and planting flowers. And I'm going to share with you this quote because I think it's a beautiful reckoning of what we are doing in yoga as well. The glory of gardening, hands in the dirt, head in the sun, heart with nature. To nurture a garden is to feed not just your body, but your soul. So this class is going to be about nature and nurture and flowers and trees and lawn art and butterflies and birds. And a recognition that when we breathe in and we breathe out, we're bringing oxygen not only to our bodies and our soul and our muscles. And so today we are going to start our class with collective breath together, where we'll do 4, 4, 4, and 4. We'll inhale for a count of 4, holding it at the top for 4, exhaling everything out for a count of 4, and then holding it at the bottom for 4. And we'll do that for a series of, guess it, 4 times. And I'll guide you. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, and hold, exhale, and hold. Last time, inhale, and hold, exhale, and hold. Take a deep breath in, a deep breath out, and sealing your lips. Ujjayi breath in through your nose and out through your nose, creating a beautiful oceanic sound in the back of your throat. On your next breath, come into happy baby. Reach for the outsides of your feet and rocking from side to side, relaxing your facial muscles other than to smile. Extending your left leg and bringing your right knee a little snuggle towards your right shoulder, and then bringing your right knee across your body for a supine twist. And it's early in class, we're just lubricating our spine. You can tee out your arms or goalpost them, keeping your shoulders anchored to the mat, and just breathe into that space. Come back into center and exchange out your legs, pointing right leg, left knee towards left shoulder. And then bringing that across your body for supine twist. You can gaze over your left shoulder and breathe. On your next breath, coming back into center, finding your strap, and then extending your right leg high, taking the strap and circling the arch of your right foot, and clasping the strap with your right hand, and gently bringing your right leg towards your heart, feeling a nice stretch through your hamstring. Continuing those beautiful breaths. And then slowly allowing your right foot to fall towards the floor, just as far that you can feel the back of your hamstring and the inner thigh of your right leg, being kind to yourself, to your body. And then bringing right leg high and switching out your hands and bringing your right leg across your body just as far as you can feel a stretch in your IT band. And I know many of us are tight there. And coming back to center, and then switching out your legs. Right leg extended, left foot high, holding the strap with your left hand and bringing your left leg gently towards your heart. You can have a micro bend in your knee. And gently allowing the left foot to fall towards the ground. Bring your left leg up, switching hands, and bringing left leg over IT stretch. Ouch, I am much tighter on this side. Beautiful breaths. Bringing your left leg back, putting your strap aside. Bringing both legs as up the wall so the bottoms of your foot could almost stamp the ceiling. We're going to do a little core work, bringing some sunshine into our abdomen. So we'll doing 12 pulses. So arms are going to reach towards your toes, lifting your shoulders off the mat for a count of 12. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to neutral, and you should be exhaling as you're pulsing. Coming to your left side, hands are stretched out, and we'll pulse to the left. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. We'll reach to the right and pulse. Come back to center. We're going to do the 30%. So you're going to be lowering your legs 30% until you get above the floor. We'll hover above the floor and flutter for the count of 8. You can have your hands down by your side, palms against the floor, or you can lift up and make a little triangle with your hands underneath your sacrum, your butt, for more support. So inhale, exhale 30% down. Inhale, exhale 30% down. Inhale, exhale, hover, and flutter. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Feet up the wall. Take a deep breath in. Exhale 30%. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, hover, and flutter. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Feet up the wall. Last time, inhale, exhale 30%. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, hover and flutter. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring your knees in. Give yourself a little squeeze. And then coming into reverse tabletop, knees parallel to your hips, feet in front at a 90-degree angle, hands against thighs, thighs in opposition against hands, lower back on the floor, and I'll count for 20 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give yourself a squeeze, you deserve that. And then gently rolling the length of your mat, coming into tabletop. Hands under shoulders, hips under knees, and breathe. Make whatever movement feels organically great for your body. Maybe large circles. And then settling in for cat-cow. Inhale, gaze towards ceiling. Exhale, cat, arching your back, chin towards chest, and breathe. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale. Exhale. Take a few cat-cows on your own, breath to movement. And then settle back into tabletop. On your next breath, extending left arm to the front of the class, right leg back. Flexing your back foot, engaging your core, engaging your right glute. Finding balance here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And one more. And coming back into tabletop. On your next breath, right arm to the front of the class, left leg behind and kicking the back wall. Engaging your left glute, bringing your belly button towards your spine. Gazing at your front hand. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And then coming back into neutral tabletop. On your next breath, flip over your toes and coming into a small hover. Knees are 2 inches above the mat and gazing at the front of your mat. Firing up your thighs, keeping your core engaged, gripping your mat, and then slowly coming to downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. And then settling in. Sits bones towards the back of the room, gazing between your feet. Fingers spread wide. On your next breath, come up to your tippy toes, stretching out your arches, breaking up some of the fascia in your feet. And then looking forward, taking 10 tiny little baby steps to the front of your mat. Feet hip width distance apart, and just allow your head and your arms to hang. Letting the weight of the day just roll off your back. Clasping opposite elbows in ragdoll. Deep bend in your knees. On your next breath, hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Crown towards the front of the room, engaging your shoulders, your back flat as if you can take a cup and just balance it. Breathe. Exhale, forward fold. On your next breath, slowly, one vertebrae at a time, coming into mountain pose. Arms high up, palms facing one another, and find yourself some groundedness in 4 mounds of your feet. Really, we are grounded in the earth. Fingers reaching up, maybe gazing at your lifted fingers. On your next breath, we're going to curtsy to the right and coming into a baby back bend. Bringing your shoulder blades towards one another, gazing at the stars, breathing. Coming back into mountain. On your next breath, curtsy. Don't fall over. Balance and back bend. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, back bend. Hips forward, gazing upward. Opening up your heart, your throat. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping your left foot back and grabbing your blocks. And surfing out, coming forward, heart open, and then straightening both legs, coming back. And breath to movement, forward and back. And then coming down, left knee down. And that's why I said if anyone has any knee issues, you can always place the blanket under your knee for comfort. Coming into crescent moon. A deep lunge, feeling the stretch in your left quad, breath in. And then exhale, back bend. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, half split. You can hold on to your blocks. Front foot, right foot is flexed, and bringing your chin, your chest towards your legs. You can micro bend your knee, feeling a beautiful stretch in your hamstring, and breathing into that space. On your next breath, come back into crescent moon. We're going to do a vertical twist to the right wall. Left arm in front, right arm behind. And now we're going to raise our left hand high and then leaning back, maybe touching the back of your left heel with your right arm, as if you're a beautiful tree gazing upward, and then coming back into crescent moon. On your next breath, hands to the earth and stepping your left foot to meet your right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, curtsy, opening up. Coming back to center, and then opposite. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping right foot back. And as we did on the other side, surfing out, left foot is in front. And then slowly coming down on your right knee into crescent moon, arms high up, gazing at your sparkly fingers. Deep breath in, exhale, back bend. Inhale, crescent, and then on your exhale, we do half split, left foot forward, left foot flexed, and bringing your heel energetically towards you. Bringing your chest closer to your knee. Back to crescent moon. And then vertical twist. Right arm in front, back arm behind. And if you have any shoulder issues, you can always bring your hands to your hips. And as we did on the other side, right arm high up, and left hand is reaching for your right heel, which is not always easy, and you might not be able to reach it, but that's the goal. And breathe. Hands back up to crescent moon, and then reaching down, stepping your right to meet your left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, open up, curtsy. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, curtsy. Inhale, mountain. Exhale. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, coming into a plank position. You can always come down, drop onto your knees. But creating a line of energy from your head to your soles of your feet, gazing about 6 inches in front of your mat. Continue to breathe. And then slowly coming onto your knees, making your way all the way down on your mat. Your hands are parallel to your shoulders. We're getting ready for a full cobra. So engaging your abs, your core, your glutes, slowly pressing up, keeping your pelvis towards the ground. So if you have any kinds of other issues, you can always go into baby cobra. We'll stay here for 5 breaths. And then slowly coming into child's pose, knees splayed out, toe mounds together, hands to the front of the room, hips towards your soles of your feet. Slowly coming back into tabletop. Hands under shoulders, knees parallel to your hip points. And we're preparing for dolphin pose. So you're going to walk our hands out about 6 inches, coming into a shape of an 11. And you've got a few options here. You can keep your hands in the shape of 11s pointing forward. You can put your hands in prayer position, or you can clasp your hands, just giving you little options. I'm going to keep my hands at 11, And then slowly flipping our toes over, we're making our way into dolphin. Now you can keep a heavy bend in your knees, or you can create more of a V shape, gazing between your feet and breathing. Strengthens our shoulders, our biceps for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down on your knees and then come into a seated position. Palms facing up. And just taking a moment of gratitude, of breath, of opening up. Close your eyes. When you feel grounded, balanced, come back into downward facing dog. On your next breath, we're going to look forward and walk, hop, skip, jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Weight is back. You can keep your arms forward, or always an option to bring them in prayer pose. Engaging your core and zipping your legs together, really bringing your inner thighs towards one another. On your next breath, we're going to open up into like a baby back bend. Again, if you have shoulder issues, always an option to put them at your hips. Bringing shoulder blades together, gazing up. Your legs are as if they are one piece together. Inhale, chair. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, chair. Exhale. Inhale, chair. Exhale. Inhale, mountain, baby back bend. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. And as always, it's your vinyasa. You can always just find your way into downward facing dog. On your next breath, right leg high up, three-legged dog. Opening up your hip, bringing the sole or your foot towards your glute. Large circles to the front of the room. And then reverse. Coming back into three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale. Exhale, cross body. Hold. And pulse 2, 3, 4. Inhale, back up to three-legged dog. On your next breath, step your right foot through low lunge. All right, we're doing a gardening thing, right? So normally you might launch into a one-legged mountain. What we're going to do is we're going to launch into a pink flamingo. So the ball of your left foot is going to be pressed against your right knee. Arms extended high, engaging your ribs together. Now watch. Our little flamingo is going to drink some water. So I'm going to bring my knee back to greet the other knee, creating inner thighs together, hands at heart center, and my little flamingo is going to drink some water. And then my flamingo is going to come back up, and it might kickstand first, and then come back up into flamingo. And we'll do that 2 more times. Hands at heart center, knee to knee, foot is pointed, and we're coming down to drink a little water. And then slowly, weight is in your right leg. We kickstand, coming back into flamingo. Drink water 1 more time. Hands to heart center, knees to meet one another. My little peck bird is coming for the water. And then I'm coming back into our last flamingo. Take a breath in, and then exhale, slowly stepping back into crescent with airplane arms. Bringing triceps together, pinkies engage as if they can reach one another. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. And it's your first one, surf it out. And then settle in, heels towards one another. Let's flip our hands up tonight to get all this beautiful vitamin D for our growth in our garden to nurture. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. You can always put your hand on a block or the mat. Maybe gazing at your lifted hand. On your next breath, reverse warrior. And we're going to flow that 3 more times like a tree. So inhale, extended side, and then flow it back. Extended side, like your tree is just blowing in the wind. 1 more time. Reverse warrior. Gaze at your lifted hand, your branch circling your wrist. Taking a deep breath in, and then cartwheeling your hands into chaturanga. And find your way into downward dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. On your next breath, left leg high. Opening up your hip. Circles to the front of the room. And then reversing. And find your way back into 3-legged dog. Take a breath in. And exhale, knee to nose. Inhale. Exhale, left elbow, left knee. Inhale. Exhale, cross body. Hold. Pulse. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Left foot is in front. And as we did, I love pink flamingo. I have about 3 in my front yard. Inhale, pink flamingo. About 10 years ago, my colleagues put 25 pink flamingos on my front lawn when I lived in Seattle. It was a thing. On your next breath, hands to heart center, knees meet, and flamingo comes down to drink water. Slowly coming back up. And then coming back down. Slowly coming back up. And then our last drink of water for the flamingo, not us. Coming back up, holding for a moment, and then slowly kicking back into crescent with airplane arms, little pinkies towards one another. Engaging your triceps, and then opening up into warrior two. Surfing it out. And then flipping up your hands. Breath in. And then exhale, extended side angle. On your next breath, reverse your warrior. We'll flow our tree 3 times. Extended side angle. And then flowing it back. Extend. And flow. Gazing at your lifted limb, you can twirl your wrist in both directions, and then cartwheeling your hands down to chaturanga. And then coming down on our knees. How's everyone doing? Water, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. I'll share a story with you all. I'm always talking about yoga breath to like everyone. Whether I'm with my kids in New Orleans, like I was last weekend, or at work. But yesterday I'm starting to train for a triathlon. And so I just started road biking. And my husband is taking me up all these hills, and I'm with a very dear friend of mine who I've done a lot of yoga with. And as we're going up our like 1 millionth hill, this is me. And I may have said some bad words. And my friend Matthew, who does yoga with me, and we've got like a long way to go. He said, Colette, stop. Yoga breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. And for the next like 5 minutes, he literally was leading me on breaths. And I was not screaming or cursing and saying bad words anymore. I was being a yogi. And I almost could cry about it because when I got to the top of the hill, I said, like, I can't believe that I did that. And he said, it's all about breath. And you've been doing breath with yoga for so long. So I want to share all of these experiences because when you think you can't do it, and he said, you were led by fear. And I said, well, I guess you're right. Because I think that we start shallow breathing when we're feeling fear. And so when you have those moments, whether it is getting ready to do something or say something that might bring you anxiety, or you are angry, or something's going wrong with your kids or your spouse or your partner, find yourself to just ground yourself and do your breathing, because that will always come back to allowing yourself to do something that's not going to, well, you'll say, what was I so afraid of? So we're going to continue with some more standing poses, and we're just going to breathe. And if there's ever a moment where you're like, oh my God, what is she doing? Like, what's this pink flamingo stuff? Just say, I'm not doing it, and you can get back into, another pose, or just do a low mountain. But we have a couple more flows that we're going to be doing. But I wanted to say thank you for this and for sharing your breath with us this evening. I know it's hot in here, but I think it's good to get rid of a lot of the toxins. And, you know, this is like the sun, and we're doing a lot of work tonight, so we're cleansing ourselves. Let's find our way back into downward dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step through low lunge. We're only going to do one little flamingo here. So inhale, flamingo. Exhale, hands to heart, knees to touch, and coming down, bending our standing leg. Slowly coming back up. And this time coming into a one-legged mountain. Breathe here. Knit your ribs together. Standing leg is really strong, glute strong. Breath in. Exhale, figure four. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, full airplane. Launching, strengthen your standing leg, the glute. You can micro bend your knee, your standing leg, and then coming back into one, legged mountain. On your next breath, crescent. And opening up into warrior two. Flipping your hands, gazing at your front hand, breathing in, and then exhale. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. On your next breath, reverse triangle, front leg straight, gazing at your lifted hand. On your next breath, teeing out your arms, or hip to the back of the room, coming into full triangle. You can have your hand on a block, the mat, whatever feels right. For more flexion in your spine, you can do a baby back bend with your lifted upper arm. Preparing for half moon, gazing at your right foot, bending your knee if you have a block in front, slowly coming into half moon. Your lifted leg is flexed, and you can start by putting your hand on your hip and then ultimately lifting your left hand. For more balance, you can always lift your hand to your shin, whatever is in your practice tonight. When you feel grounded, come back into warrior two. And then we are going to open up big, big, big into star. And this is for my lady friends here. We are going to be goddesses together tonight. So when we sparkle our fingers high up, and when we come into goddess, we come into goddess, and we are going to give everything, okay? Inhale, exhale, ha! Inhale, star. Exhale, ha! Inhale, star. Exhale, ha! Stay for a minute. Give yourself a few little bounces here. Maybe rock it from side to side. Go down 1 inch slower, and then coming back into star. Toes come together, and we're just going to tee out our arms coming down halfway, and then we're going to flutter our hands, going from side to side, like a big butterfly. And then settle our hands on the ground. We can walk our hands back, micro-bending our knee, gazing under our legs, bringing our head towards the mat. And then slowly halfway lift. And then low lunge to the front of the room. Right leg in front. And we're going to launch off into a standing split. Right leg on the ground, left leg high. Hips towards the floor or grounded towards the front of the room. Take a breath in. And then exhale, Shiva squat. Knee tucked in behind your standing knee. Standing split. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, standing split. Exhale, Shiva squat. One more standing split. Hold, hold, hold. And then bringing your feet down to touch. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. And then bringing hands to heart center, closing your eyes, and finding a moment of gratitude. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank pose and hold. We're preparing for side planks. You can always come down to your knees in any, whatever you feel good on. Ground the weight in your right hand and coming into a side plank. Left arm high, lifting your hips 2 inches higher, floating your knee leg. You do you. And then coming back to plank. Take a breath in and a breath out. Weight in left hand, coming onto side. Lifting your foot, keeping it down, gazing at your lifted arm, and then coming back down into plank. And then making your way into downward facing dog. On your next breath, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale. Exhale, step through low lunge. Launching into standing flamingo. Hands to heart center, our knees to meet. I just love this pose, sorry. And then slowly coming into drinking flamingo. Slowly rising up, coming into one-legged mountain. Exhale, figure four. Weight back. And then coming back into one-legged mountain. Preparing to launch into full airplane. Triceps engaged, as if you could kick the back wall with your right foot, and your standing left leg and glute are really fired up. Inhale, back up into one-legged Tadasana. Slowly coming into crescent with airplane arms, and then opening up into warrior two. On your next breath, flipping up your hands, gazing at your middle finger, front hand, breath in, and then extended side angle. On your next breath, reverse your triangle. Tee out your arms, hip to back of the room, Full triangle. As if you can, the two panes of glass could be in the front and back. Gazing at your front toe, gently bending your front knee and launching into a half moon. And similar to triangle, it's as if you are between two panes of glass. When you feel grounded, making your way back into warrior two. You know what's coming. Star pose. I always think of Saturday Night Live, you're a star. So we are stars. And as we did before, like my beautiful princess Jenny, we're going to be goddesses tonight. Isn't it great? I love you. Inhale. Exhale. Ha! Let's do better. Inhale. Exhale. Ha! That's what I'm talking about. Inhale. Biggest one yet. Ha! Inhale, star. Exhale, bringing your toes towards one another. If you do not have shoulder issues, clasping your hands behind your back, and then slowly bringing your arms, your hands, your shoulders over. And if you have shoulder issues, you can always just keep your hands in the back of your jean pockets or at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge to the front of the room. Left leg in front and launching into standing split. Right leg high. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, Shiva squat. Oh, standing split. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, our last chaturanga of the evening. Making your way into downward dog. And then slowly coming onto your knees, bringing your feet in front of you. Arms high, 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 high up. And take peace fingers towards your feet, your toes, and bringing your chest towards your knees. And you can always rainbow your back for a deeper stretch to your lower back. And then rolling onto your back, coming into our last happy baby. Massaging your lower back, rolling from side to side. And then bringing your knees towards you in a tight hug. Kiss your knees. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Deepest breath in. And then exhale into final Shavasana. Close your eyes. Allow yourself these final moments of peace and rest. And slowly start to bring some breath into your hands, your fingers, your feet, your toes. Start to awaken, bringing your arms over your head as if you're waking up from a long nap. And then finding your way into a fetal position on whatever side is calling to you, cradling your head and feeling the earth with your other hand. And then slowly coming into a seated position, keeping your eyes closed towards the front of the room, hands at heart center. And creating some friction by rubbing your hands together fast and feeling that heat. Pressing your hands against your heart to feel that sunshine, the nurture, the nature that you've created during this class. And bringing your hands to third eye center, the seat of intuition. We bow to seal in the class. May you all have a beautiful, lovely, flowerful evening. Enjoy your night. Namaste. Thank you all so much for coming. My name is Colette. I teach on Monday nights, but I will also be here on this Wednesday night teaching for Chris. And it's going to be a very fun class. It's going to be it's not going to be as hot, but much fun will be had by all. Hypothetically, a little Jamaican jam, so it should be fun. So if you're around on Wednesday night and if you're here from home, please join us again. And I welcome all comments from you ladies. So thank you so much for coming. Thank you. And I've got to check you all out, so no leaving the room yet. Bye everyone. Good night.